From Maine Memorial Stadium in Park Ridge, Illinois, WMTH is proud to welcome you to the home opening Football Friday for the Maine East Blue Demons. Tonight, the 0-1 Blue Demons open their home schedule against the 0-1 Panthers of Round Lake High School. Hello, everybody, and happy Labor Day weekend. Along with sophomore broadcasting student Nate Kleiber, I'm Mr. Philip Ash, and welcome to our broadcast of Blue Demon football. It's a warm, late summer evening in Park Ridge as we approach kickoff with a temperature of 81 degrees. Slight breeze from the west, warm conditions for the players as we get set to kick the ball off. The Blue Demons are hoping to earn their first victory of the 2022 season after dropping the opener last week at Addison Trail. For the Panthers, it's a similar story as they dropped their home opener against the Wheeling Wildcats. And Nate, what are going to be our keys for the game for tonight as we get set to kick off?
So I think the keys of the game is getting the offense rolling to start quickly, getting them in a rhythm, and not having them like go on and off with turnovers. So basically limit the turnovers, limit the penalties, everything you want in a winning football team, and just move the ball down the field and not rely on like deep third downs where you have to pass the ball that could lead to interceptions and sacks.
Good thoughts, yeah. You always want to play a clean football game. That's the first thing you want to look for, especially early in the season, and set a tone. The less laundry on the field, the more you can sustain drives, build momentum, and hopefully score points and come out of here with a W. What players from Maine East High School have stood out to you, Nate, as we get into the young football season? We have some returning seniors. Also, though, a very young team. A lot of sophomores have made the varsity squad this season.
Yeah, so there's a lot of sophomores that got moved up from fresh off. And I think some players to watch, obviously the quarterback, Adam Awad, returning for his second season on the varsity football team. He also is playing with his brother, Yusuf Awad, who is a senior. And then we have Timo Cato, who is always a game changer. And then we have Tristan Walton, who is a very good corner, and a lot of good and big linemen to help keep the quarterback clean.
Sounds great. Maine East is set to receive as they won the toss, and we are just about getting ready to get set. Round Lake Cooker puts his leg into it, and away we go. Ball is going to be fielded at about the 5-yard line by the Blue Demons. And they're going to be tackled out past the 20 till about the 24-yard line, where the Blue Demons will take over for their opening drive of the first quarter.
Yeah, the opening drive is always very important to establish how you're going to play and establish a good offense that can get rolling and can hopefully score on the opening drive just to set the tone.
It's a tone setter, I agree. And, you got a lot of people here tonight. It's a beautiful night. We have a 3-day weekend. Most of the student body is here. Blue Demon Regiment. Friday Night Lights is always a big thing, and it's always really special, particularly when you're dealing with a home opener. This is always a memorable night, as is homecoming that comes in later in the season, and here's hoping that the Blue Demons get off to a good start as they line up here first and 10. Single back set, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Slot in motion, quarterback takes, and false start. Flag is going to be on the field, false start at 5 yards, and it goes right to what you said there, mate. Clean game. We don't want laundry on the field.
Yeah, and it's always bad when you get a flag on the first play because then it puts more pressure on the quarterback, and you can't just relax in the pocket.
Offensively, you don't want to be off schedule.
Yeah, and it makes him feel like he needs to make big plays, which when quarterbacks feel like they need to make big plays and do it all by themselves, that's usually when big mistakes happen.
Again, players are probably amped up. It's the home opener. They're probably a little jittery. Hopefully we'll settle into the game here as first and 15.
And it looks like they're
Awad
running the
back
same
to
play.
throw.
A pass.
Launches
a deep
a bomb.
Pass, and
well covered
incomplete.
and falls incomplete.
You got to think, if the defender looked forward and put his hands out, he could have had an interception.
Yeah, might have had a hard time spotting the ball.
Yep.
Defender was with him with the receiver step for step. Actually had better position than
It was a very good pass, though. A very accurate
Kristen
pass.
Walton.
It was just a very good coverage by the defense.
Yep. Yeah, agreed. It was a beautiful looking ball. Needed a little less air under it and speedier, a little bit, just overthrew him a touch. But falls harmlessly incomplete, and it is now second down. Hope we get some positive gain here on second and 15 to get to third and manageable if you're the Blue Demons.
I'm
Single back set.
I'm assuming they're probably going to do a run just so they don't have the quarterback do 2 passes in a row or 3.
Yeah, and you said it, and running back is met immediately after a short gain, stacked up and dropped. And it's going to be 3rd and 15 once again. Looks like it's no gain. So.
Yeah, and like I said in the beginning, this makes the quarterback feel like he's got to make a really deep play. And when you feel like you need to do everything by yourself, that's usually when all the mistakes happen.
Yeah, now if you're Maine East, there's nothing wrong with punting here. So you just don't want to back yourself up anything else or have another negative play or a turnover. Just go ahead and punt it, turn it over your defense, and live for another series.
Interesting, they're going to run it and lose yards. And it looks like number 7 got into a little scuffle. Christopher Irving Jr., a sophomore, got into a little scuffle with one of the defenders.
Yeah, running back couldn't quite get the edge there. Edge wasn't sealed by the blocks. And just like that, it's 4th down, and Maine needs to be punting out of their own end zone here in the early going.
It's always unfortunate when you have to punt on your own end zone because if the snap's over his head, it's a safety. Or if he gets tackled in the end zone, it's a touchdown. So things you don't really want to happen, but yeah, didn't really set a tone in this first drive, but hopefully their defense can make a big stop. And
snap is good, kick is out.
And kick is good.
Line drive kick. It's going to take a Maine East bounce, fielded about midfield by number 5 for the Panthers. And he is dropped after gaining about 10 yards just inside the 40-yard line, so good field position. Anthony Bishop there on the return.
A lot of jukes on that punt, and you got to think that they're going to have to game plan for the speedy punt return.
All right, we get a first look at the Round Lake Panther offense here, and they get set for their opening drive. And they are going to be led by getting an idea of the quarterback here. It looks like it's going to be Easton Nixon, 5'11", senior.
And it looks like his brother Ty Nixon is backing him up, the freshman.
Out of the shotgun, turns and gives to his running back.
No, he keeps it, and it's going to be
excellent
a first down
fake.
and more.
Excellent fake by the Round Lake Panthers.
Around the 20-yard line.
Really nice job and a huge gain of about.
Picture-perfect fake. Everyone thought it was going to the running back.
Gain of about 20.
It and went to about the 20-yard line.
Gain of about 22 yards on the play. But there is a flag on the play, and one of the reasons that might have looked so good is for the holding penalty. That will happen. So it's holding against the offense, 10-yard penalty, and we'll do it again.
Gotta hate when that happens.
So how about that? Each team opening series first play from scrimmage, and there's a flag. So.
Yep, you hate when that happens.
First and 15, pardon me, excuse me. First and 15 here on the opening drive. I think, is it only 5 yards for holding penalty for
really sure.
For high school? It might be.
It looks like first and 15.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, first and 15.
First down, 15 yards to go for the Panthers.
Yep, first and 15. And that always sucks when that happens. And went back to what I was saying in the beginning. You can't have penalties because they could have been in the red zone, and now they're back by the 50. And now it's a run.
Now it's a run, and it's immediately fumble balls on the ground. I think it was dead, down by contact, but recovered by Round Lake.
Yep.
I think they're going to take that one back, though. Good tackle by whoever was lining up under nose. Looks like it might have been big number 75 for the Blue Demons. Number 4 of the Blue Demons. Tryphon Gielis. Big sophomore up in there.
Yep, T-Phone. I think his name's, T-Phone.
Give him a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 13.
Yep. And it's another run.
Another run. Again, not much there. Gain of another yard.
About a 3rd and 8, I would say.
Be interesting to see how the running game develops for Round Lake. So far, 2 run plays pretty stout up the middle.
And you gotta think that they're gonna show their first passing play this.
Susceptible on the edges, though, were the Blue Demons here as we get ready to face a 3rd and 9 for the Panthers.
Yeah, it looks like they're up in a trips, right? And let's see how the Blue Demons go back with that. Yup.
Back to throw, rushes on.
Oh, and
batted
broken up.
down, broken up by the
Beautiful-
Blue Demons.
Beautiful play by the Blue Demons secondary, and a great stop. And gets the offense hyped up, and they're going to go back on the field and hopefully get some points.
Tristan Walton there with the pass defended, the junior for the Blue Demons. And we'll see what Round Lake wants to try here as they huddle up.
Play coming up. 4th down, 9 yards to go.
Yeah, when we were playing their fresh stop team, they were very aggressive going on 4th downs.
And
going
that's
for
what
the
they're going to
2-point
do. They're
conversions.
lined up in the gun.
And we'll see
You
how
don't want to
this
jump
goes.
off sides if you're Maine East here.
The edge almost
Trying to get
jumped
him with
off
the hard
sides.
count. Now it looks like the Blue Demons might be ready for it.
Yeah, I think they're trying to draw the Blue Demons offside so they can get better field position. They might call a timeout or go into a different play, but yep.
Instead, they're
And
going to take the
game.
delay of game to give their punter
More yards.
more positioning to pin the Blue Demons deep. So
Yep.
as they attempted to draw offside, good discipline by the Blue Demons. They twitched a little bit, but then they settled in and didn't move once they realized what they were trying to do. So
Yep.
it is 4th and about 14. Punting unit will be coming on, kicking away from about their own 43-yard line here in the early going of the first quarter at Maine Memorial Stadium.
Blue Demons back to receive.
And the snap is good. The punt is good. Goes right to the punt returner, and he's off. He sheds by that defender. Does a spin move, still on his feet, and broke about like 3 or 4 tackles, along with some ankles. Timo Cato, one of the players we were saying to watch out for. He
Okay.
has very elusive speed, and is a threat on offense and defense, as you just saw as a returner.
Flag is on the field here. We'll see what it is. I don't know if it was a late hit or some sort of a penalty. Unfortunately, it is a hold, and it is against the Blue Demons. Man, you hate to see that. Good
Yep.
run there by number 2, Timo Cato, the junior.
Set out to the ball boy, Mason Simpson.
But it looks like they picked the flag up. I didn't see any penalty yardage applied. No, they're talking it over. They are going to back it up. So looks like it's going to be 1st down. Wow, early hold in the sequence of the return. Oh, my goodness.
It's a lot. I mean,
That is a ton of lost yardage if you're the Blue Demons.
hate to see that happen.
The hold must have occurred immediately because that is farther back than where they received the ball. So it wipes out an excellent return by Timo Cato. And again, we said it as one of our keys to the game. For a clean, disciplined football game, got to avoid those costly penalties. And now Maine East has a long way to go to hit pay dirt here on their second drive of the night here at Maine Memorial Stadium. But we'll see what Adam Awad does with everything. He's got a 2-back set, takes, and he hands off to his ball carrier. Tackled in the backfield for maybe no gain, perhaps a loss of 1, and some late activity there.
Yep. And you got to think the run play is a smart play because they don't want to back up their quarterback too far and get sacked and unfortunately have a safety. So I think they run the ball here again, try and go outside so they can exploit the corners and the sidelines. And then if they don't get that, maybe a pass on 3rd down.
And if you're Maine East, you're hoping that you've got an identity play here. Something. What do you have that you can get 4 or 5 yards consistently? And that's what you want to call in this situation. Get yourself some positive momentum and get out of the shadow of your end zone. And boy, number 1 was clocked by Round Lake. There's some hard hitting in the early going out there.
Yep. And yeah, they tried to exploit the sides of the field. It just didn't work out. And you got to think that they're going to pass here. They might run, but I think to pass because it's quite a distance to run, and the run game has not been doing well so far. And besides that one overthrown pass, we haven't really seen the pass game. So
3rd down and about 10 yards to go.
yep, and we'll see how Adam Awad can shake off that overthrown pass in the first drive and see if he can get a completion. Well, if he does throw the ball.
Out of
he
the
does
gun.
throw the ball. He
Patient
is
in the
clean
pocket.
and intercepted.
And he overthrows again, and it is picked off by Round Lake.
And if you're Maine East, you gotta you got to try and start up that run game because putting all the pressure on the quarterback, like I said, will make them think that they need to do everything and leads to mistakes. Barely overthrown, but overthrown nonetheless, and it's an interception.
So it's a turnover in the early going for Maine East. And again, pretty looking pass, but you can't overthrow. And again, you're wondering if you're the quarterback, did you have something safer on that third down and distance
And
to
it's
give
another
yourself an
run
easier completion?
by Round Lake. They've been trying to start up that run game, and besides that one QB fake, which got called back because of flag, they haven't really been able to get anything going.
Nate Kleiber's right. It's been a defensive struggle here in the early going. Want to remind everybody that homecoming week for the Blue Demons will be taking place the week of September the 19th. Got a lot of events planned. And second down, a little bit of more positive yardage there. Gain of about 6 yards for Round Lake. Number 5, the ball carrier. So they keep feeding Anthony Bishop, and we'll see how this progresses. They keep pounding the middle, and so far, with the exception of that run, Maine East has been stout. Be interesting to see how this progresses as the game goes on. Now we're looking at about a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and I think one of the main differences between this year and last year is last year they had a lot of players playing both ways. And this year, I think besides like 1 or 2 players, they don't have many players playing both ways, which might not seem like a big deal, but once you get late in the game and you've been playing both ways the whole game, you get really tired and causes cramps and just overall fatigue, which can help Maine East in the long run because when they can have fresh players, and it seems to be working on the defense besides that run, which is now 4th down and short. And because they went on the 4th down and long, I don't see why they wouldn't go down on the 4th down and short. You got to think it's going to be a run or a quick pass, like a slant or something like that. And
yeah, unfortunate missed tackle there by Tristan Walton there. Good running there by Bishop, just a little bit short here. 4th down, back to throw of all things. Quick pass is caught for the first down. Missed tackle by the Blue Demons, and Bishop is finally taken down after gaining about 6 yards. It is a first down as they advance the ball inside the 20-yard line of Maine East.
And you got to think the main goal for the Maine East Blue Demons is to try and just hold them to a field goal, not try and give up 7 points as they run the ball again. And yeah, we'll see. I think that if they do pass with the quarterback, they're gonna do short passes like they've been doing and just try and hammer the ball down the throats of the Maine East Blue Demons defensive line.
And that play was stuffed for next to no gain. Call it 2nd and 9. Just inside of 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter of play at Maine Memorial Stadium. Still no score. Second drive for the Panthers. Feeds the running back again. Smashed in the backfield by number 70. Helps his man up. Excellent tackle by Edgar Torres, the big junior for the Blue Demon. And they lost yardage on that play, and now we're looking at a 3rd and long situation for the Round Lake Panthers.
Yeah, and you got to think that run was definitely planned because they've been trying to run the ball with the running back down the throats and then hit him with the fake, go outside, and gain a good bit of yardage. And they got the first down. It's 1st and goal, and as I said, the Blue Demons, you got to think their main goal is to at least hold them to a field goal, not trying to give up a touchdown and put more pressure on the offense.
So it is a 1st and goal situation. Hands off, touchdown, Round Lake as Bishop takes it in off tackle.
And
ran right off the right guard and into the end zone. And just like that, we have our first score. It is 6-0 Round Lake. Touchdown, Round Lake Panthers.
Yeah, and you hate to see that happen because now the offense, there's a little more pressure on them to score. The defense has been playing good, but yeah, you gotta think that they're gonna expect a little bit more from the offense because I'm pretty sure they haven't got a first down yet.
Sal Ugarte puts his leg into it, and the kick is blocked. So the extra point attempt is no good, and it will remain 6-0 with 3:33 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Round Lake with the early score, and Maine East open up their 3rd drive in just a moment.
You got to think that blocked field goal it puts a little bit more of a momentum by the Blue Demons. At least they block the extra point, and even with an extra point, the Blue Demons, if they get a touchdown, could take the lead.
Special teams is going to become really important here because if you're Maine East, you gave up a score, but you've been playing the early in parts of the game deep in your own end zone, and you're hoping that this kickoff here gets some positive yardage out of it, or at least avoid a penalty to take it out of your end zone so you can run more of your offense and get back on schedule. Again, it's still early, but there's been some costly penalties for the Maine East offense, and you want to eliminate those and start driving down the field. Big number 52 for the Panthers, Saul Ugarte, gets set to kick it off to the Blue Demons. Who's back to receive, Nate? Can't see.
I'm not very sure.
Number 6, DeAndre Abshire, looks like is deep for the Blue Demons.
And the kick is
Good
off.
kick. That's going to be
A touchback.
in the end zone for a touchback, and Blue Demons will start at their 20-yard line.
And you gotta think there's a lot riding on this drive for the offense. They want to at least get some yardage, give the defense a breather, and hopefully rest them up and you can get a stop.
Awad out of the gun, takes turns, gives to his running back, runs with authority off tackle to the left, gains a couple of yards. Again, they're trying some outside runs here to see if they can open up some lanes. Call it a gain of about 4 yards here. Be a second down and 6.
Yep, it was a big hit at the end of that play, and I think that's what the Panthers are going to drive home on defense. A hard-hitting team that even if they give up 3 yards, they're gonna hit you straight back.
Second down and 6.
Yeah, and I
Awad takes turns, gives it again. They try off to the other side, and again gets a little bit of yardage. Call it a gain of 1 or 2 for number 1, Sakaria.
Yeah, and I was going to say, you got to think that they were going to run the ball there, and they want to set up the run game so that way they can set up a play action and have it more effective. That way they can throw a short pass. And
Blue Demons want to go here in a hurry, trying to get them to jump off sides. They lined up really quickly here on 3rd and 2. Might be looking at a timeout here soon. Awad keeps trying. Oh, they are going to take it. Turns and gives. Carries, going to be close to and gets the first down for the Blue Demons. That will move the chains. Sakaria with some good running on this drive. Blue Demons starting to settle down. No laundry on the series so far. And again, this is going to be good for the quarterback here. Start running some play action off some of these runs if they can continue to pound the ball.
Yep, and even taking off a little pressure from the quarterback will do a lot in the long term of the game. Don't want to overuse his arm, and you just want to keep him fresh for if you do need him, if the lead continues to go in Round Lake's favor. And they run the ball again.
Hand off to the short side, strings it out. Nice run by number 1. Some hard hitting down there. You hope it's not going to start to get chippy out there. Number 7 for Round Lake kind of let him know as he got him down close to out of bounds. But some good hard running here by the Blue Demons again. Finding some success to the outside.
It's out. Yeah, it's Allen.
First and 10, or second down, excuse me. That time he is tackled for a loss and thrown down with authority in the backfield. Loss of about 2 yards on the play, bringing up third down. Call it about 5 yards to go.
Third down, about 5 yards to go for the Blue Demons.
Yeah, and you got to think now that they've ran the ball a lot, they're going to set up for a passing play, maybe do a play action and try and draw the defense off guard and hopefully get the first down. And you got to think this drive is a big confidence booster to the Maine East offense because they have in their first 2 drives they haven't been able to drive the ball down the field. And here they seem to be doing that. And it's another run play up the gut.
First down and more is number 3.
And landed around the 50-yard line.
First down, Blue Demons.
And you gotta think that that's definitely a big confidence booster as they're trying to set up the run so that they can set up the pass.
Again, Maine East here in the hurry up already gets to the line of authority. Good run there by Yusuf Awad to get that first down. They're right at midfield. Again, turns, takes, keeps pounding it, goes for even more for about 7 or 8 more yards. Yusuf Awad going right up the gut on the Round Lake Panthers as we are going to end the first quarter right there. 6-0 here at Maine Memorial Stadium with the Round Lake Panthers over the Blue Demons,
like
but the Panthers are driving.
It looks like Maine East is going to try and play.
Hope they get the playoff here.
And it's another run, and it's a gain of about
It's going to be right at the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a half yard on the play. And that will end the first quarter. I jumped the gun. Thank you, Nate, for setting me straight there. I am enjoying the hurry up here. But, yeah, that is the end of the first quarter. Round Lake Panthers 6-0 over the Blue Demons, but the Blue Demons are driving. Once again, I want to remind everybody that homecoming is going to be the week of September the 19th. The homecoming game will be that Friday versus the rivalry team, the Warriors of Maine West.
Hopefully we can beat them. I know last year against Maine West we did not. Well, I know the fresh soft team didn't do very well, and I'm pretty sure the varsity team didn't do as good as they would have hoped. So hopefully we can get some revenge on Maine West. Hopefully beat them both on the fresh soft and varsity level.
I'd like to take an opportunity to give a shout out to the WMTH crew. We'll be thanking them again at the end of the game, but camera operators Elvis Mickelson and Akbar Lakani and Manny Loza, and debuting as the sole producer-director is the very own, the man, the myth, the legend, the junior, Mr. Mark Lazo. As we get set for the second quarter of play, we will not be bringing you the Blue Regiment during halftime. We're not streaming this live. We'll be giving just the game for tonight, but the Blue Regiment works all during the home games to develop their field show, and they finished the whole thing by senior night, the last home game, but it'll be pretty special come homecoming week. You'll want to check it out here as we get ready for 3rd and 5. Blue Demons just inside about the 45-yard line of the Panthers.
Yep.
Wad looks things over, takes it, back to
first
throw,
pass of the drive.
throws to the flat, and again overthrows number 34 for the Blue Demons.
And 2 flags go on the play. There was a little bit of chatting after the play, and you never like to see that. We'll see who it's on, and hopefully not too many yards lost.
And it is against the Blue Demons, unfortunately. Again, yeah, you don't want things to get chippy. Now you've lost yardage and lost that momentum. Now the Blue Demons have to punt. So Awad's got to calm down. That's now 3 passes he's overthrown. He's got to set his feet, drive the ball,
it looks like
and not overshoot.
The Round Lake Panthers accepted the penalty, and it'll be a loss of quite a bit of yards. Not very good when you're trying to punt it.
15-yard penalty on the personal foul, and now they're going to have better field position than they would have here on the punt as number 34 for the Blue Demons gets set to put his leg into it. Lucio Roja back to punt for the Blue Demons.
Yeah, and you hate to see those penalties, needless penalties really.
Snap is back, good snap.
Good
Rojas
punt.
puts his leg into it.
And
Decent punt, it's going to fall, take a Maine East bounce, keeps rolling. Good punt, and it's going to be dead at the 15-yard line of Round Lake.
And I mean, the offense, even though they did not get any points, was very successful in the fact that they got their defense a little bit of rest, and hopefully they can come back firing on all cylinders and make a stop.
Yeah, some good positive gains on the ground by the Blue Demons, but again, you gotta if you're a wad, you gotta settle your arm down and start making some throws. And again, you're wondering if they can throw. You know, he's had to throw pretty long shots actually. I mean, he threw all the way across the field, kind of overshot and then overshot down the field, and some opening throws as well. If you have something a little bit shorter, just to give him confidence, get the ball in your playmaker's hands with some shorter, quicker throws, and that might be a good way to go. Now Round Lake, it's a quarterback keeper, cuts it back, and now he's got a lot of room to run. First down and more, and a touchdown saving tackle by number 2.
Near the 35-yard line. And you got to think, Maine East is trying to do what Round Lake has been doing with their pass and run game, running the ball very effectively, and then when they do need to use their quarterback, throwing quick, short passes like slants and hitches and things of that sort.
Great vision there on that cutback. Good vision there by the quarterback, Tristan Easton, to see that cutback lane and hit it and then get a good solid gain here. 1st and 10 for Round Lake. Easton takes, again with the keeper, and he outruns Jonathan Matthew, but he's got nowhere to go, and he is sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Co-sack by Jonathan Matthew with Blue Demon Sports, and I'm not sure who the other side.
Yeah, love to see Jonathan Matthew getting that work in, and now you really know he knows what he's talking about when he's on Blue Demon News talking about sports.
Jonathan Matthew is here with us in spirit. He has a passion for sports broadcasting. We're excited that he's on the football team this year. He's also an orchestra student, just a well-rounded student with a lot of interest, but a real passion for sports broadcasting in particular.
Yeah, I'd love to see him on the football team, and hopefully he can make some more big plays.
2nd down and 12. Easton takes, rolls out to his right, fires a pass, going to fall incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd and long, intended for.
Ideally, he would have. I mean, throwing on the run is very hard. Ideally, you want to set your feet and throw, but sometimes like that couldn't happen. Wanted to avoid the sack, and it's better to throw the ball away than get a sack.
So again, if you're Maine East here, you don't want any penalties. You also don't want to give a 1st down. Make them punt, get the ball back, and go.
Yeah, probably going to go in some type of cover 4, trying to not let anyone get behind you. But it looks like they're going into cover 3 look. Short pass and get swallowed up.
Excellent tackle. Good discipline there by number 13 for the Blue Demons on that play.
Yep, really just
Tristan Walton says no, thank you. And just like that, it is 4th and forever. And Round Lake will be punting to the Blue Demons, who should get good field position for their next drive.
Yep, and you really like that one from the Maine East side. Gets your offense rejuvenated, gets them ready to go back out there. And after a little bit of rest, hopefully we can establish the run game and get some short passes from Adam Awad and march down the field. And the snap is good on the punt. The punt is good and almost out of bounds. Gets caught around the 50-yard line and goes out of bounds around the 40-yard line, maybe like 38-yard line.
Excellent punt return by Timo Teo, their number 2 for the Blue Demons. Kind of faked out Round Lake. I think they thought he was going to let that one go. He catches it at the last minute before it falls out of bounds, able to get some positive yardage. And excellent field position inside the 50, almost inside the 40-yard line of the Round Lake Panthers as we get inside of 9 minutes left to play here in the first half.
Yeah, and you think that the first play is probably going to be a pass or a really short or a run or a really short pass because you want to try and limit the use of Adam's arm. And it looks like they're lining up in a trips right formation. A single person in the backfield. Well, 2 people in the backfield. And
Watt back to throw.
Pass.
Again, deep pass.
The pass is it was a pretty good pass. Almost at the hands of the receiver, but just goes a little bit over his head.
A lot of traffic defensively Almost 2 defenders in and around that pass. It was placed in a position where only the receiver could catch it, so pretty good accuracy there. And honestly, I'm going to give that to me, that's on the receiver. I think he could have caught that ball. As we look now, it's second down and 10 yards to go.
If it touches your hands, you should catch it.
That's right, Nate. If it hits you in the hands, you should catch it.
And it looks like they're going to go in a spread right tight formation with 2 receivers on the outside and a person in the back as they motion their tight end to the other side. And there's a flag on the play. And we'll have to see what that's on.
False start, Maine East.
Hate when that happens. Needless penalties. Really hurts the drive.
So it's a 5-yard penalty. We'll do it again for 2nd and 15.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably a run here. Maybe trying to exploit the outside where there's not as many defenders, or just running it straight up the gut.
I mean, they had some success with Yusuf Awad and some hard running in the last drive. I'd like to see them maybe go back to that, but Coach Winkle, now he gives it to Yusuf, cuts it back inside. Another flag on the field, comes throwing in a hurry.
It's a good run by Yusuf Awad, and you want to.
Unfortunately, it's coming back, holding against Maine East.
Hate those penalties. It's about like a 3rd or 2nd and 30. It's very long. And trying to recoup. Coach Winkle calls a timeout, trying to just get his offense in order, trying to get Adam more comfortable, trying to get him focused, and you got to think that they're either gonna run and then pass on the 3rd down or pass on the 2nd down.
Yeah, again, if you're Coach Winkle, you got to get your team settled down. It's about consistency. Can you not make mistakes and carry that same consistency, taking care of those little details from drive to drive to drive, from play to play to play. And, you know, penalties are going to happen. We understand that. But when you're the Maine East Blue Demons, every point is very valuable. And you want to make sure you can get a positive drive going here before we end the first half of play.
Yeah, if you're Coach Winkle, you want to just calm your team down, tell them it's still only a 1-score game, and a few good yard plays, and you're right back in it and almost in the red zone. So we want to calm down the quarterback, Adam Awad. Maybe some short passes like some slants or some hitches, or maybe a running play than a passing play. But you got to think if they're doing a running play than a passing play. Unless there's a very big run, then they're going to have to pass it on 3rd down.
2nd down and 26. Awad back to throw. Has time. Rifles it down. We have the man open, and the pass is caught. Number 3, the other Awad. First down and more inside the 20-yard line.
The brother-to-brother connection. First completion by Adam. That throw looked very good, right on the money. And, very good play. And now they're almost in the red zone. Well, they are in the red zone.
One thing I have noticed, even though Awad has been a little not inaccurate, he's been getting time to throw.
Yeah.
So that's going to pay dividends, and now tries a run play and gains some positive yardage, takes it right to the 15-yard line, and a late flag comes in, and again, you hope it is not a personal foul against the Blue Demons. We'll wait for the call, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, and as you were saying about the offensive line, been very good at keeping the pressure off Adam, and when your quarterback stays clean, it's a lot easier.
Personal foul against Round Lake, which is going to give them some yardage. Might be looking at 1st and goal here. We'll see what they mark it off as. Costly penalty by the Panther. It's half the distance to the goal. It's going to be 1st down and goal to go inside the 10, call it about the 7-yard line.
And you got to think if they get the touchdown here and they gain the lead, that's going to be a big confidence booster for their defense, hopefully making a stop and going into halftime.
Special teams are important. Will the blocked extra point early on be a big deal later? We'll find out.
And
Awad under center this time. 2-back set, turns, gives to his tailback. Awad wide open. Touchdown, Maine East Blue Demons.
And the Maine East Blue Demons tie the game up, and with an extra point, they could take the lead. And You can see Coach Winkle fired up on the sidelines. This is a very big moment for big moment for the Maine East Blue Demons. And you got to think, a lot of confidence if they win this game.
Second touchdown of the season for Youssef.
Great off-tackle run, kind of off the right guard there between the guard and the tackle for Yusuf Awad. Good lead block, and excellent play. And
looks
the
like they're going
costly
for two.
personal foul penalty takes it.
Oh, no, they're not going for two.
And now for the extra point.
Timeout, Cyrus Blue Demons.
And I don't know.
Curious to have a timeout here. I'm not really sure why Blue Demons calling a timeout unless they are thinking of going for two.
Yeah, I think the confusion was the quarterback Adam Awad running back on the field. Maybe some confusion on if it's a 2-point conversion or a 1-point conversion. Maybe trying to go for a fake on that play and just didn't like the look of it. Yeah, but we'll see how they come out. They might be going for two, might be going for one. I think the smarter play is to go up one and just take the safe lead if they do make the field goal.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do.
And it looks like they are going for one with Adam Awad on the sidelines. Yeah, and they're setting up for the PAT, and barring a fake or muff snap, it's gonna be a PAT. Hopefully they can make it and take
So they
the
do
lead.
attempt the point after kick. Lucio Rojas back. Good snap, good hold. Puts his leg into it. Kick is up, and it is good.
Straight down the
And
middle.
Maine East takes the lead here at Maine Memorial Stadium with 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first half of play. It is the Blue Demons 7, Round Lake Panthers 6.
And you could just see on the sidelines, Maine East is fired up. They're ready to go, ready to play some defense, and hopefully that leads to either turnovers or a third and 3 and out.
And again, it's due to a key. It was a drive not looking good for Maine East to start off with. They went backwards with some penalties, and then Awad found his brother for a long pass play, and then a costly penalty by Round Lake put them in a first and goal to go situation. Handoff to Yusuf Awad, and just like that, we have a lead here at Maine Memorial Stadium.
And you got to see how the arm of a quarterback can really change the game. A deep pass sets them up in a very good field position, and then a penalty just is a dagger that kills the drive for the Round Lake Panthers, and very good for the Blue Demons. You know, hopefully they can take that energy and either get a stop or a turnover and have the offense go back out and hopefully go up by 2 points or 2 possessions.
Still a lot of football to play in this half. We'll see how the Round Lake Panthers respond on offense here
And
as we get set for a kickoff.
You got to think the Round Lake Panthers on their side just trying to get their team settled down. It's everything, just letting them know that it's going to be fine.
Onside kick.
Oh, and
Maine East
recovers the
ball recovers.
Very, very ballsy play by Coach Winkle. Pays off, and obviously his idea is to go up by 2 points heading into halftime.
It was touched by a Round Lake player. The question is, did it travel the required distance for an onside kick? I think it did.
Yeah, I think if
Officials talk it over. Everybody's waiting for the call.
Deciding who touched the ball first.
it
And
looks like Round Lake's getting the ball.
Unfortunately, it's going to be Round Lake football. I wish we had replay. I thought
Decided, but please refrain from throwing water bottles. That could be very dangerous.
And Coach Winkle looks very confused. He thought he got the ball, but
Do not
he's trying to talk to the refs about that.
be harmful.
it looked
Looks
like
very
Round Lake player
disappointing.
touched it first. They're still conferring. There's still a conference here. The initial signal was Round Lake football. Round Lake offense is huddled up and on the field. Want to know what this discussion is about. You have to applaud Coach Winkle to want to cash in on the momentum of the touchdown and do an onside kick, but you know, it's one of those things where you're a hero if you get it, and you're being questioned if not. Crowd is trying to cheer him on to give Maine East the ball.
Yeah, and it's really one of those positions where
Maine East
and Maine East
football.
gets the football. Coach Winkle, very smart play. Obviously, if he doesn't get it, it's kind of a kill to their momentum. But now you got to think that Maine East is going to try and just hammer the ball down the throats of the Round Lake defenders, trying to waste the clock, get a touchdown, and yeah, and you got to think they're just going to try and run the ball, run the clock out, so that Maine East gives if they get the touchdown, give the ball back to Round Lake with the 2-possession lead with barely any time left to go, and then go into halftime with a 2-possession lead, and that's a big momentum shift if they do go up by 2 possessions into halftime, because Round Lake does get the ball going into halftime, but if the defense can come up with a stop and the offense can just set up the running game and kill the clock, got to think it's a win for Maine East.
It's a big possession for both teams right here. So 1st and 10, Blue Demons just outside of midfield at about the 49-yard line of Maine East. Gives to his tailback. Breaks a couple tackles, sheds some tackles. Good hard running to gain 2 yards for Yusuf Awad. And Blue Demons are fired up right now.
You know the old saying, if you get 3 to 4 yards each play, then you can get a touchdown and you win the game. If you can set up the run game early, get like 3 or 4 yards each play, then it looks very good. It opens up a lot of options, because when the run games open up and you have the pass game in your back pocket, it's a very good thing for Maine East. So I think they're probably going to go for another run based on their formation with 2 tailbacks, or a fullback and a tailback in the backfield.
2nd down and 7. Yeah, defense might be tired. Again, turns, takes, no
pass.
play action. Looking to throw, fires it downfield, and it's going to fall incomplete.
A little overthrown.
Good coverage, but play was overthrown. Going to bring up 3rd and 7 yards to go. And again, if you're Maine East, you desperately want a 1st down here and keep that defense on the field for the Panthers.
Surprising. I was surprised that they threw the pass there, because if they get a run, even if they get 0 yards, then they can always rely on the pass afterward. But now with the third down, if they do a run, quite confusing. But if they do a pass, 50-50, and I guess we'll just see what's going to happen. Might be a run to the outside or a pass, but I guess we'll see what happens.
So 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
I think one of the things that I forgot to mention in my keys to victory is keeping your quarterback clean, not letting him get sacked, and they've done a great job of that.
I agree. He's had excellent protection and a really clean pocket on almost every single pass attempt. Again.
And it's a run to the outside.
A draw play.
And he breaks
misses a tackle. Gets the 1st down. Excellent running by Yusuf Awad.
And that's got to be a big moment. Oh, and there's another flag.
It's a flag. It might be a face mask because it came at the end of the play. It's not going to be a hold.
And Yusuf Awad is
personal
on the
foul
sidelines.
against Round Lake.
And Yusuf Awad on the sidelines, getting checked out by the trainers. Hopefully everything's all right.
Unfortunately, we have offsetting penalties, which means they got to run the play again, which is a shame because that was an excellent run by Yusuf Awad.
And you got to think.
We have a player down for Round Lake. We'll take that injury break.
And it's going to be another 3rd and 7. You got to think that they're going to pass the ball here. I think the defense might sell out for the pass, which might leave some room open for the run. But I think if they do a short pass, like a bubble to the outside or a slant or a hitch, then they can hopefully get the 1st down if the defense kind of plays more further back for the touchdown. And Coach Winkle talking to the referees, trying to see about the penalty, and we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, unfortunate personal foul penalties that offset one another. Again, it's been kind of chippy out there. And pretty exciting scene here at Maine Memorial Stadium. Press box is shaking a little bit, as it tends to do when things go the Blue Demons' way.
And you got to think that, the Blue Demons have a bit of a chip on their shoulder. Their pass.
Number 8, Brian Garcia, is up and on his feet and heading to the sideline. So good to see that. Brian Garcia, the wide receiver DB.
And it's nice to see that
senior for the Round Lake
that
Panthers.
Coach Winkle is firing up his team, trying to
Trying to keep that momentum going as
Yep,
we're going to have a
keep
3rd and 7 here.
Keeping that momentum, and it looks like
7. 3rd and 7.
I don't know why they moved the ball.
I'm not sure what.
David Duad, please go to ticket booth. We have something for you. David Duad.
They're very confusing. Not very sure what's going on.
I don't know what the down and distance is. They're calling it first down, Blue Demons, but they backed up. So it was a penalty against Maine East. The yardage was assessed after the first down.
And they try and keep the running alive, but just gets
Whistle
swallowed
blows
up.
it dead. Going to be a loss of 2 yards on the play. So that was a costly penalty. I thought it was an offsetting penalty. The referee signaled it was against Round Lake, but apparently it was against Maine East after the first down was made.
Gotta hate when that happens.
And so now, instead of it being first down inside the Round Lake 30, it's now second down now
Coach Winkle.
at the 40, call it the 43-yard line of Round Lake. So we get inside of 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. 2nd down and 12 for the Blue Demons. 2-back set. 2 receivers to each, 1 receiver to each side.
And it's a
Awad
pass.
rolls out, pretty
a
pass
short pass,
into the
a
flat.
bubble, and he breaks a couple
Breaks a
tackles,
tackle.
and he's
First
off
down
to the
and more.
races. He breaks some more tackles and gets to the 30-yard line and keeps that momentum moving.
Big
And
number 40 for the Blue Demons. Jonathan Matthew catching the
Blue
pass
Demons'
out of the
very own-
flat.
Blue Demon News' very own Jonathan Matthews. Love to see him doing well on the football field. This is a very exciting
Big
time.
Jonathan Matthew bowling over some people as he gets a first down. Nice swing pass to the flat on a
but there's
rollout from
flag.
Awad. And another flag is down, and it is
And it's
against
holding. I think holding.
another personal foul against the Blue Demons. They have got to stop
No,
shooting
the-
themselves in the foot.
The penalties have been killing them. You got to think that they're going for a pass here. It's a very long distance to the 1st-yard line, and it almost looks like the play before, but they had a long way to the 1st-yard line, and the brother-to-brother connection, the Awads made a connection for a big pass. But we'll see. We'll see. They might try and run the ball to the outside or go for a short pass or a deep pass. You never really know what's going to be cooking up in Coach Winkle's playbook, which is a very good thing because the last thing you want is to have a predictable playbook. And the Maine East offense has been done anything but predictable. Yeah.
I mean, if there's any good news, is that Maine East has kept the ball in spite of these penalties. But unfortunately, the penalties, they've been going backwards here. But they hold the ball, and therefore the momentum at the moment is they're looking at a 2nd down and 20.
And
And
looks
again,
like
off
another
of play
pass.
action. Looking to throw.
And it's another pass to his brother.
Falls incomplete. Good play by the receiver to break that up. That was as the DB was in better position to receive that pass than was the receiver. So good job playing defense by the offense, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it was
Again,
kinda-
you like the aggression if you're the Blue Demons.
It was kind of like the drive before where they threw the ball deep on the 2nd and long and got the completion, looking for the same thing to use it for Wad, but this time just a little bit just did not go in their favor.
And again, I've been really impressed with the protection that Maine East has given their quarterback.
Yeah,
He's
keeping
had a
the
little bit of
uniform
pressure as he
clean.
released that ball. That might have been the first time I saw him throw under any kind of duress.
And there's barely been any lost yardage on the running backs. Mostly all their lost yardage has come from penalties. And it looks like it was a little bit of a false start on the
Yeah, a flag finally comes out.
and
Hopefully it's a false start against Round Lake. A lot of people jump
And Adam
forward.
Awad's helmet is off. I hate when that happens. And we'll see what the call is. Yeah.
Looks like an illegal shift against the Blue Demons. So again,
Another penalty, costly.
Again,
Fourth
at this
down.
point, if you're Maine East, you just want to get some positive yardage. First down is going to be a long shot at this point. Get some positive yardage to improve
Yeah.
your field position.
It looks like they're punting the ball, and yeah.
Looks like
killer.
Round Lake declined the penalty. They want the ball back after Maine East has repeatedly been shooting themselves in the foot. And it's
Yeah.
understandable, and you're hoping you can get a good punt off here if you're Maine East. So, 4th down, 13.
And if you're Maine East defense, you got to think that they have a lot of momentum and a lot of energy because the offense has been on the field for quite a while, and hopefully they can use that energy, get a stop, go into halftime with the 1-point lead. And they do not have the ball coming out of the half, but you never know. Coach Winkle might go with another onside kick.
So the punt is received by Round Lake. They advance the ball up to about the 43-yard line of
And
their own
another player is
43-yard
down.
line. About 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. And there's an injury on the field. Hard to see. Looks like that is a player for Maine East. Can't get an idea of who it is yet, but we do have an injury on the field, and we'll take a timeout.
I hate when that happens.
So a strange few minutes here at Maine Memorial Stadium. Maine East had all the momentum, and some costly penalties had their drive going backwards, and now we'll see how things will end here at the first half of play. Again, Nate mentioned it. There's less two-way players for Maine East this season, which is good because the defense, therefore, will be fresher. It's number 52 for the Blue Demons. Christian Cabrales makes his way to the sidelines under his own power. Seems like he's not seriously injured, which is a good sign. Limping a little bit. We'll see if he's able to return to the game.
Yeah. And I think the thing that the Maine East offensive line has been able to do very well is keep the quarterback clean and not let him get too much pressure on him, and he's able to make more complete reads and able to see the wide receivers, and that's been the result of many deep passing plays and a lot of deep passes, which they're able to do because of their offensive line.
Yeah, again, good pass protection for Maine East Blue Demons. We'll see if the defense can get some stops here. Round Lake has shown they've got some dangerous ability. Their quarterback,
And it looks
Dixon, is good with the fakes. We'll see what they have up their sleeve here.
And it looks like they're in a cover 3.
Cover 3
as
being
it's a
chased.
run.
And not much to go, although he did gain a couple of yards, maybe 3 or 4, falls forward. Easton Nixon there on the keeper. Brings up about 2nd down, call it 6 yards to go. Maybe
And you got to
about 2nd down at 7 after a gain of 3 yards.
And you got to think this monstrous defense has to be some credit to the new defensive coordinator we got from Maine South, who has been a very big factor in riling up the defense and as a result making them play better.
Great to get a coach from a program like the Maine South Hawks, perennial playoff contenders, so that's excellent news for the Blue Demons. Long gain by Anthony Bishop here, takes it inside the 30 with plenty of time left in the first half here, so all of a sudden Round Lake is driving.
Hate to have that happen. You had such a very good momentum going into this drive, and then the offensive drive kind of stalled out, and now for the first time since the touchdown, the Round Lake Panthers have the ball near the red zone. Hopefully the Maine East Blue Demons can get a stop.
Swing pass out to the outside. Good popping tackle there.
And you got to
Takes him down inside the 25-yard line of the Blue Demons, bringing up 3rd and about 3 or 4 yards to go.
You got to think the Panthers' goal is to
2nd down and 5.
Is to establish the run game so they can do shorter passes and just relying on the speed of their receivers and their running backs, all their playmakers, and their quarterback. And a pretty good blocking, and, it's working to their benefit. And got to think Maine East has done a good job at controlling it. Not a lot of deep passes, not a lot the safety and corners could do. And it looks like another short pass, and he's getting swallowed up by the Maine East defenders, and he's tackled down. now it is third down. Probably going to go for a short pass, like a hitch or a slant or something like that. Or a bubble, what they've been doing this whole game. Kind of just slowly inching, wasting time off the clock, inching towards the goal line. And it's going to be a big momentum booster if the Panthers can get a touchdown right here and then go into the half with the lead and get the ball up by a touchdown. And now in a trips left set, the quarterback takes the ball again, another QB run, and the ball comes out, and we'll see who gets possession of the ball.
Number 2 in the carry, Easton Nixon, ball fumbled and recovered by Round Lake.
The ball is recovered by Round Lake with 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go in the half. And you got to think that their goal is to get a touchdown, get the ball back at half, score again, and just kill the momentum of the Maine East Blue Demons. And if you're the Blue Demons, you obviously want a turnover or just to limit the offense to a field goal. Kind of like what I said when they were in the red zone, when they got the touchdown. Hopefully that doesn't happen again for the Maine East Blue Demons.
First down and 10. Ball at about the 15-yard line.
And a rare pass and a very good play by the defense.
No flag on the play, which is really good news if you're a Blue Demon, because the intended receiver was tackled before the ball got there, and apparently none of the referees saw it. So that's okay.
You got to think that the impact of sophomores is out there. The new generation, or not the new generation, but the new youth to revitalize the Maine East Blue Demons and just to shift the culture, because Maine East has been known for its losing ways, but they're very focused on switching that up this year, and right now it's successful so far.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play, and
that's going to be a false start against Round Lake. So now Round Lake having some issues with their own with the penalties. As we approach a minute left to play here in the first half. So again, if you're Maine East, you want to limit this damage and stand here going into half so you can come out still with a lead. Close game, sloppy game at times, but also filled with some entertaining moments here as we approach halftime. Maine East crowd still into it despite the momentum shifting. And ready to cheer them on here on a 3rd and 15.
Got to think the crowd is very much helping the defense, trying to make a stand, hopefully not letting them in the end zone. Looks like a cover 4 set, a cover 4 or a cover 2 set.
Number 2 on the keeper, and he's going to get 5 yards back, get back to the original line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down and 10.
Now the interesting play call, because as we saw from Round Lake, they've been very aggressive on the 4th downs. We'll see if they go for the field goal, but more than likely they're going to go for the 4th down and try and get the touchdown so that they can get the touchdown and then have the lead going into half and get the ball coming out of halftime.
So Easton Nixon is indeed back in the field and in the huddle, so looks like they will go.
Gotta think this is a smart play by Round Lake, because even if they miss this pass, the Maine East Blue Demons will have to go to the length of the field in less than a minute.
3rd down and 10. Rush is coming on. Pass is caught and tackled immediately and stuffed at the line of scrimmage for little to no gain, maybe a yard, and that brings up 4th down. Tackle by Tristan Walton. Inside of a minute left to play at Maine Memorial Stadium. The clock is still ticking. We're inside of 40 seconds.
Yep, and
so I guess Round Lake content to run this clock down, maybe take a timeout to ensure that Maine East can't get the ball back.
Because if you're Round Lake, you don't want to go into because even if you go into halftime losing by 1 point, that's not that big of a deal, because you do get the ball at halftime, and obviously they want to go for the touchdown here, so they do get the touchdown, go up by 6 or 7 points if they go for 2, and then get the ball at half and continue the onslaught of offense.
Why don't we get off of our Bluetooth and CNC 300?
So now we have what's going to be a timeout with 1 second on the clock.
looks like 0.01 seconds. So
Calls a timeout. Just a little bit of time left, so they're going to do one play. The question is, are they going to go for the field goal or are they going to attempt a shot at the end zone?
I think either way is a smart play because if they do go for the field goal, that's still a lead going into half. And they, like I've been saying a lot, they do get the ball at halftime. And if they do go for the touchdown and don't make it, they still get the ball at halftime.
Again, it'll be interesting to see what Round Lake decides to do because the Blue Demons did block an extra point on their opening drive, which resulted in a touchdown, but a blocked extra point might make them squeamish to try another kick. So what are they going to do?
But you got to think if they do go for the extra point, or not the extra point, if they do go for the 2-point conversion and miss, they're only going to be up by 5 points, and with the Maine East touchdown, they win. I mean, not win. They get the lead.
So 4 seconds left on the clock. 4th down and 10.
And it looks like they're
Empty
going for
backfield. Back to throw. Going to take a shot to the end zone. Throws the pass, and it's going to be
caught. And
incomplete.
it looks
incomplete. It did look like it might have been caught. It falls incomplete, and just like that,
goes into
Maine East
halftime.
goes
with
into halftime.
Maine East lead. You gotta love this for the Maine East Blue Demons. Very hyped up going into halftime, and and get a stop on defense, get the ball back, score, and it's looking very good for the Maine East Blue Demons.
All right, that's going to do it for us at the half. 7-6, Blue Demons over Round Lake Panthers here at Maine Memorial Stadium.
See you after halftime.